All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crafting Times Live on this, for me, Saturday, April 11th. Well, I guess for anybody, if it's April 11th, it's April 11th. Turn it this way. On this Saturday, April 11th, 2015. Just sending out a couple odds and ends here as we're going to get going. Turn down the gain a little bit. That's a hot mic right there. There we go. Greetings to all of you who may already be in the chat room. I had a couple people pop in earlier. Boom. All right. Kevin, what's up? Kevin has made it to, I think, every live broadcast I've done. So here's a cheers to the one and only DM Scotty, the man behind this whole crafting craziness that we're all so in love with. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you know who DM Scotty is. If you don't, you should immediately stop watching this video and search the DM's Craft on YouTube. Cheers, Scotty. I might have a video coming up soon talking about why this particular brown stein is a new favorite mug of mine. But that's coming up later. Weirdness One, what's up? Glad to have you gents on the chat room there. Okay, so what I am going to be doing here is picking up where I left off with my Keep on the Borderlands build. Let's see if I can get this on the camera here. Okay, way down here. I'm going to scoot this up. Whoop, too far. You can see what my build was. I'm going to deconstruct it for you. Started with this little footprint. Everything's backwards. It says gate, though. I wanted to make a setup that was modular for not only 2D, but 2.5D and 3D. So the top comes off. So you can play on the next level. Got two doors here. Set them aside. Got the very grimly titled murder holes inside of here as part of the gatehouse. Let me take this off. We've got double doors. Got a portcullis. We've got a drawbridge. Can actually stand up if you want. How nice is that? And we've got the base level. Now again, I made this to size so that this was the scale that I kind of designed, did the math to take this old school module from Keep on the Borderlands and resized from one square on the grid being 10 feet to one square on the grid being about 15 feet. So about the scale is about 150% of what you see on the map here. So what I'm working on tonight, you have a gatehouse here, two flanking towers on each side. I have been racking my brain for a long time to figure out how exactly I'm going to build this, what exactly it's going to look like, but I'm just going to go for it. And I think what I shall do is use some corrugated cardboard. The trick with the round ones is I'm trying to figure out how to best have these stack and still have it playable and not totally fall apart, because this one is actually going to go pretty high. So what I'm going to do here is read the description of the area. So we've got the gatehouse, and now I'm doing the flanking towers, area 2 of the keep. Atop each tower are 4 crossbowmen with heavy crossbows, cocked and ready to fire. Each clad, blah, blah, blah. It's their stats. Inside each tower are 12 men-at-arms. 4 are on top. The other 8 are resting. It'll take 1 full turn for them to get ready. So it says the 3 floors of these towers will contain supplies of bolts and arrows, spears, rocks, and several barrels of oil, all for hurling down on attackers. There will also be pallets for sleeping, pegs with clothing belonging to the soldiers, and some small tables, stools, and benches. Each man-at-arms will have D6 copper pieces and D4 silver pieces on his person. So again, 3 floors. If I have, and now that's times 2. So my thought is, if I go floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, rooftop, 12 in each divided by 3 means you have 4 pallets or beds on each level of this. And it also has to connect with the gatehouse in between. So the measurements, I'm going to want to be precise if I can to keep things even. What I know I'm for sure going to need are a bunch of circles to start with. I'm going to have some sort of lip or ringing around here to show where the wall is. I'm going to just kind of get started, I guess. I will ramble as we go on, and I'm hopefully expecting a guest sometime tonight too, and I'm guessing we will have some chatting and some good times to be had as we're crafting together. Kevin or Weirdness, you guys crafting tonight? Let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys are working on. Kevin, you've been working on all those Reaper minis. You've done some beautiful paint jobs on it, my friend. Okay, I don't quite trust my math on all these measurements. Oh, looks like I kind of drew it out on here. Bench, bunks. I started doing some preliminary drawings of what I wanted stuff to look like, and it turned out pretty well, I think. Pretty close to what the what I envisioned. This, I guess, is the side of a gatehouse, apparently. 1, 2. It's 1 floor too small, though. Should be 1 higher. So my thought was you have your table, chairs in the middle, some benches and bunks, stairway. Yeah, there's a ton that I got to build for this. So I'm just going to get started, and I'll gab and chat, and keep enjoying the brown stein this evening. Kevin is prepping a mini for AJ's live mini painting. That's right, we're head to head right now. AJ, he hasn't gone on the air yet, has he? I don't think he has. The Dwarf Cleric. Okay. Got a ton of these nice pieces of cardboard. Let me get them cut. Get started. I have 2 utility knives. One is my kind of good knife. A little bit better blade. This is just a dollar store one, but for just the quick stuff here that I'm doing, I don't really care. I just need it cut apart. It'll do nicely. Okay, remember there's a good side and a bad side on all. Whoop, hello, sorry about that. On all cardboard like this. So I want to make sure the good side is up. Make sure I don't cut myself. All right, so AJ is not live yet, so I don't have any competition yet for viewers, I guess. Couldn't tell if he's doing a hangout on air or just a regular old hangout or what, but That's fun that he's doing some live events too. Sorry, I'm trying to cut with headphones on. First piece. I invested in a little bit nicer compass. So I can get better lines. The other one was from like 6th grade and just wasn't cutting it anymore. Well, let's see this thing. I guess can't tighten it up there. Okay, double check my measurements here. Find my good old map. This is the one you can find in one of my earlier videos. That's got kind of shows what this whole thing looks like. All these newspaper things laid out in my living room. Okay. This looks like 10 feet, 4x4. 10 inches. No. Wrote 10 in there. That's not right. Full size. 4, 6. Diameter should be about 7 inches. How did it come to that? And it made these puppies too big. Okay. Lee says, careful with the blade. I will be. Oh, it's cut towards yourself, right? So it's like the Tauntaun in Empire Strikes Back. Okay, here. Totally questioning my math, but you know what? As long as it looks proportional here. Can I fit 2 of these in one of those? Yes. It's close enough. I have to have done this close enough. I swear I measured a bunch of times. That's why I did the whole model. So can you tell I don't want to screw this up here? Okay, let's see what the old ruler tells me. We're about, call it 6 1/4 for diameter. So middle would be, yeah, now you can see why I failed math. 3 1/8 or so in the middle. Well, as long as I use the same size every time. 3 and a little notch. All right, close enough for this. No hangout for crafting times this time. This 3-inch radius. Okay, close enough. I must have put in a little buffer, or my protractor just kind of sucked. Weirdness, do you have the same map in front of you? You're looking at the Keep on the Borderlands? Kevin, I don't know if I'm doing the hangout for all these. I'm waiting on kind of an interview subject, person of interest to come in. But I might open it up after that too for the whole gang. I'm just going to kind of see. I'm thinking about maybe going back and forth in format too, where doing one where it's just chat room, and then doing another one where it's with the hangout and have people on air. Just kind of giving a feel for it. I wonder if I can be smart with my space and fit 2 on here. That'd be rad. Oh, this is way nicer compass than my last one. Very good investment of $3 to not have the nightmare of circles that don't match up. Designed from my 2.5D tile. Kevin says, I designed my 2.5D tile set so that you could use them in old D&D modules based on 10x10 grid. So, Kevin, did you end up leaving that as like what scale? Because for mine, I found that if I'm using 1-inch based minis, it's just too big. So I'd be interested to hear what your approach was. Yeah, that's okay. I added in a little bit extra, I think, because this is going to cut up a little imperfect. But you know what? I'm going to have edging around this, and the whole thing is not. When they built these in quote real life, yes, I realize this is a fantasy game, but real castles, I mean, were not these perfect bricked monoliths, all of them. I mean, a lot of them were sort of, you were using the limestone you could find. You had to work in a hurry before you got invaded, before winter set in. So that's part of what I'm doing here. And you know what? As long as this thing gets built, I am going to be happy. Okay, I think I got my first circle close. Looks like we got some people popping in and out on the live view. Weirdness, you're going to be my navigator. In case I get lost, I'm going to have you look at your B2 map. Tell me if I've gone wrong somewhere. I think I just thought of a great idea for what I could do to really make the edging of this a little more manageable. But stay tuned for that. First, I'm just going to get, I guess, the 4 bases I need for floors. And then we'll build from there. It's been a while since I've been doing some crafting, mostly because I did a lot of prep for GaryCon in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. There we go. Look at that. Let's say bottom, so I don't accidentally use that side. There's the bottom. Okay, 1. Kevin says basically you can fit 2 1-inch bases in a hallway. So with the walls, they were 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch. Yeah, that's pretty close to what I measured, I think. So that's good to hear that I'm in the ballpark. In the ballpark, or as we'd say, I'm in melee combat range. Wah, wah, wah. I would love to hear in the chat room what systems you ladies and gentlemen are playing. Me personally, did some quick games at GaryCon, ran a couple games. Pathfinder, I ran the beginner's box, the same one that I demoed and showed building on this show. And I ran Web of Gold for a family. It was pretty cool. Dad and his sons. The restored board game I picked up at a church rummage sale. Web of Gold I ran. I played in a Dungeon Crawl Classics 0 level. Yes, that's correct. 0 level module called the Carnival of the Damned. It was like a fun house from hell where you're trying to survive each encounter. If you do, you get a stamp. If you don't, you get a deceased stamp. Ah, the media bastard has joined us. That's about the same measurements. I use roughly 5 inches for an interest. All right, so we're in the ballpark. And you know what? Most people have played this module without even a grid board. So you know what? As long as I'm digging it, I'm good with it. I think I put the thought in. I'm gonna put all these walls, build all the walls last. So that way, if I goofed up the measurements, then the walls can just be cut to fit. Let me know if the audio's sounding good, bad, or indifferent. It's okay. I got to rip there because this is the bottom. There we go. Got 2 of these. Coming along well. Kevin says, I play some 5e on the weekend at a local game store. That's awesome. Media Bastard, 5e for me. Just started tabletop RPGs, so it made sense for me to start with the newest edition. Absolutely. Media Bastard, did you happen to start with the free rule set, or did you go all in and buy the rule book? I myself, I kind of cashed in, except for Pathfinder, my newer games for first edition and basic D&D, but I couldn't resist it. Download the basic rules and the general Game Master PDFs that were free on the Wizards of the Coast site because it was just too tempting. So if I ever want to get started in a 5e game, I wanted to at least have the rule set kind of in hand so I could do that. Okay, well, let's just see what I'm doing. Something foolish is what I'm doing. I'm seeing if I can cut around this. Nope. 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 It's got to be painful for you guys to watch this. There. Close enough. It's too good of a Brownstein. Lost my measurement just a titch. Or did I go to 3? I don't remember. Let's see how close these look. Weirdness playing in BX and Labyrinth Lords campaigns, as well as a Rollmaster game. Nice. Media Bastard, thank you for letting me know the audio's good. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I think I went to 3 inches here. Let's see if I still got room. Ooh, yeah. Just making it. I have like another 24 of these in my garage, but anytime I don't have to use extra stuff, I don't really want to have to use it. Okay, so this 4 will confirm that I have everything I need to at least get the bulk started on one of the flanking towers. We'll see how far I get tonight. Media Bastard says, honestly, I torrented the 3 core rule books, but since I've given wisdom. So you came from Magic cards is what I'm guessing. If you forked over to Wizards of the Coast a little bit of cash. I'm telling too. It's on video that you torrented these, man. You're gonna get in trouble, man. Let me see here. Let's curve on here. So Gary Kahn, I played in Dungeon Crawl Classic. Seemed like a pretty cool system. I really like the luck feature where you can like re-roll stuff and burn luck. You just can't get it back, and that is kind of a fun element. It adds some I don't know, just some cool aspects to the game, some cool dimension to the game by having that luck factor, so that a bad roll doesn't have to be the end. Then the GM doesn't have to make up some sort of excuse for why your character's not dead. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is do this in a way that I can do kind of a sloppy cut around these, and you'll not even know the difference by the time I'm done on this. Media bastards. Nope, not at all. No magic cards, really. Please don't send Chris Perkins to my house. Yeah, I have a feeling Chris Perkins probably wouldn't care too much as long as you're playing the game. Because you know what? You will be giving money to Wizards at some point, somehow. I'm sure of it. We all have. Another story at Gary Con. I got to go to a party at Frank Mentzer's house. If you've ever seen the red box basic set with a dragon on the front, he was the editor of that rule set. If you've heard of the Temple of Elemental Evil, which 5th edition is a much nerd rage rebooting in the Forgotten Realms, or some variation of that whole concept. And this is not super circular, but close enough for jazz. So Frank Metzer was there. Then they're on a smoke break. I was smoking my pipe, tobacco pipe. Yeah, don't get any ideas. There was a guy out there, and they start talking about Gen Con, and they start talking about business and cash flow and how to run a company. And I had a couple natural points I could get in on the conversation. And I said, "You're Peter." He goes, "Yeah. Peter Atkinson, former founder of Wizards of the Coast, sold it to Hasbro. Pretty much the whole reason there still is a D&D is because he bought TSR, and then after he sold Wizards of the Coast to Hasbro, TSR went with it. He kept the Gen Con property, and he still runs that. So anyways, it was pretty fun. What do they call it? Rubbing elbows, bumping elbows, rubbing shoulders. I don't know. With some dudes like that, very influential in the business and legendary in what they've done. What was I saying with all that? Oh yeah, so Wizards of the Coast again. They're very iconic in their what they've contributed to the business. Gary Con was a lot of fun. If you're in the Midwest, I'd highly recommend it, especially if you're interested in or play old school RPGs. All right, what do you say, gang? 3 discs, 4 discs, smoozin'. Hey, what you put in your pipe is your business. Yeah, I guess. What? No tomb weed. Yeah, I didn't ask anybody if they had some old Toby. Weirdness. Metzer, the one who has to tell you that his edition is, quote, fun. Not that it isn't. Yeah, he... I'll say he's not a man of halfway opinions. That's for sure. All right, so here's what I think I'm going to do. You can see these crenellations, and all these are bricks that I just kind of assembled. What I think I'm going to do is I don't want to go with full bore bricks. Let me grab a scrap and show you, though, what I think I will do, though. I'm going to measure about 1 centimeter, I think. Not on this. This is just to show you online what I'm doing. And I did not think of this until just a minute ago. So you're the first to get to see what I'm doing. I thought many, many different ways of how I'm going to do this. Ah, dang it. That won't quite work. Maybe it will. What I'm thinking is could I build around it? What like this with some foam core. Actually, this doesn't look too bad for cardboard. Mostly I just want to have a clean edge. And I don't think I can do it cutting a circle ring if I want to finish this at some point. Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm thinking, but probably with foam core. Just to kind of go around it that way. Okay. Oh, wait. I also need to measure something else. These need to go flush. At least some of the layers. I didn't mark the bottom on all these. Some of these need to go flush with the thing right next to it. Weirdness says, Media Bastard, what exactly are we crafting? I'm crafting Area 2 from the Keep on the Borderlands. Ooh! Got a special guest coming in soon. If they're short enough, they'll come around nicely, but you'll have a lot of cleanup. Should I go for it? Should I just kind of hack through? It doesn't have to be perfect lines, because then you'll just see some depth. I don't know. Hey, let's get crazy. Crafter Bob Ross voice is back. Okay. Get back to the guest here. Okay. So for how many levels? For 3 of these levels, I need to be flush with the bottom floor. So that means I got to mark on 3 of these where I'm going to cut across. Actually, I should be smart about this maybe and actually like go with where the cut lines would be. Why don't I get smart? Work smarter, not harder. Okay, 1. Forget that. Find my lines. Two, close enough. This is not for tournament play. This is for the fun, the challenge, and the stupidity of doing something on this grand of a scale. Okay. Let's see how these stack up. Where'd it go? There we go. I could even go a little more, I think. Let's see how this looks. Yes, that's more like it. I'm gonna add a little more, maybe. Well, it might depend on the piece. Weirdness, some happy little guard. Maybe there's some happy little crossbowmen on the top of that tower, pouring happy little bears of hot oil down at potential enemies. Maybe there's some happy little murder holes on top of that guardhouse. What the heck? Let's get crazy. Yes, loving it. You know what? I'm thinking I might go ahead and make all of these at once, assembly line. More boring for you, but more practical for me. Media Bastard, after a quick Google image, I gotta say I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. Also, that sounds kind of kinky weirdness one. I like where your head's at. Right. Okay. Seven viewers. Loving it. Thanks for joining the fun. If you haven't chimed in yet, we've all kind of said in the chat here a little bit of what we've been working on and what we've been up to, what we've been playing. What random folks we've schmoozed with. Hey, let's hot topic. Who's the for the gaming industry, specifically RPGs, if you got a good story, who's the biggest name you schmoozed with? I'd love to hear that in the chat room. Brownstein's running dry soon. Okay. I can't use that one because of this darn label. But suppose I could use this. Where'd my compass go? Come on now. There she is. Yes, my compass is a female. Let's see if we can squeeze two onto this piece. Don't think so, but why not give it a try? Conserve. Nope, no way I'm going to fit two. Well, so close. If I cut off part of this, like I'm probably going to have to, though, that might work out nicely. Yeah, I'm extolling the virtues of having a new compass, everybody. This is a game changer. The other one was just couldn't take all the years of neglect inside a 8th grader trapper keeper getting knocked around. Media Bastard says, I've met a lot of horror movie stars and pro wrestlers. Huh. Haven't been to a gaming con yet. Gary Con was my first con, and it was pretty cool. Okay, what else? I did Dungeon Crawl Classics. Very fun. I went to a Q&A with Stephen D. Sullivan, who's been in the industry for a long time. Had some funny stories of the old days at TSR. Very nice guy. Signed a little autograph book my daughter made.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, we have Bill the Terrainaholic with us tonight.
What's up?
And the minion.
Not much.
And the minion, yep.
Last I saw you was in the Legends of Wargaming room at GaryCon.
Yes, sir.
And
how'd your game go?
that interview I did was not much longer than about as much time as we've spent face to face.
Right, it wasn't.
So, the game went well. I was new to chainmail rules, but I mean I'd read it through a couple times, but
yeah,
it was more fun when I looked back on it, just because there's so much to take in at first.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was pretty awesome. I talked to Paul Stormberg later, and he was saying those are actually like old 1950s minis we were using and stuff. So
yes.
I had no idea. I would have treated them more gingerly if I had known.
You can still get them from Europe, he said, though.
Huh.
I think they were German.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's what he mentioned. Hey, you okay?
Oh, I'm good.
Hold on, I got a kid just woke up. 1 second.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Child is pretty universal to everyone that's like involved here. Just throwing that out there.
I need some bases, please.
I only have a pile of them, honey.
I know.
Is that,
Sorry, got a sick kid. I'll be right back.
Oh, not good.
I have one too, but mentally.
Yeah.
Vicky.
Oh, is that cool? He's a striker. He's making tiles. That's
Yeah,
cool.
he said he was going to. Which way does this go?
Here, put them on my hands. All right, you got it. Yeah. Blue text on the round.
Yep.
Then you just stick it down.
And I have to get it with the straight. The
Doesn't matter.
front.
He's a non. He's not fighting.
He's a squished person.
He's just terrain. Like you have to move around him. Like other than that, he's a non-issue. Oh, I love this song.
Okay, so what happened to the ones that I asked you to put together? Do you know where those went?
Are these them?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just keeping track.
I think you also have a ball in here.
Could be.
Yeah, you got a ball. Sweet.
Well, when you find the ball, put it with the dice. I mean, when you open it.
Yeah.
That one's cool too. Look.
That's a reb.
So this must be the rubs.
Yep, that's a reb.
So you got 2 of each.
Just keep going, huh?
Might as well.
Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, man. I'm just thinking of all the things that I can do with these when they're done. I love it. It's be right back, but it's upside down. That would so be me. I've shown so many things backwards on camera. It's not even funny.
Okay, so we got 2 strikers.
Oh my gosh.
So these must be my strikers. Skeezers.
Remember, one at a time.
Yeah, those are done.
Yeah, I know, but you got a rep.
And there's those go to those.
I wouldn't say that, honey, if you didn't have a reputation.
Okay, so where are these? Oh, these must. Are these Forge Fathers?
Yep. Brokers.
Very cool.
And those are all one piece. Go ahead and tack them down.
I gave you something over there.
Yeah, I know. If those are one piece, that means these are probably one piece.
Sorry, I got a kid that's about to puke, so
Oh, dude,
I'm gonna have to either come back later.
Yeah, we
or,
can come back later.
Or
I'll just leave my Facebook open. Just yell when
she's
you're
about
back.
to blow. She's about to blow. Okay, I'll give you guys a ring back.
All right.
Not a problem, buddy. Take care.